Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight we're going to do a mail call actually. Well, I guess it's a mail call. So I was on a site one night just looking up some knives. Did a search on Rosecraft because I hear so much about them. Wanted to check it out, and there was a video I was watching. It was at Lefty EDC, and he said, "Hey, Rosecraft told me to give one of these away. You know, put a comment in, whoever, I'll choose a comment later, whoever gets it wins." I thought, what the heck, so I put my name in, and my comment was short and sweet. It was kind of like a, what did I say? I think I said, I don't have a Rosecraft, but I heard they're well built. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, we're going to fast forward. A couple of weeks later, I get a message from Lefty EDC, and he tells me, "Hey, you won the giveaway." So I said, "Sweet," So anyway, I was waiting for it to come. He told me he was going to send a few other things, but he kind of surprised me. So kind of want to do a little shout out mail call, and then I'm going to do the video on the Rosecraft. And all the stuff he gave me a lot of stuff, pretty cool things. And what we're going to do is we'll do videos on those later on. But for now, we're just going to do a video on the Rosecraft as far as me reviewing it and talking about it. But we are going to open this box, and I will tell you all the cool things he sent me. And what we'll do, put these cool spectacles on, is we'll just go through what he sent me. I'll let you know, and then we'll talk about the Rosecraft in detail. So this is the Rosecraft blade he sent me. It's pretty cool. It's the Kayak Bluewood resin. Y'all see this one in a video in just a second. So this is the one I actually won on the giveaway. He also sent me this knife, which is a C. Risner cutlery. And if you look at it, it is the OSP, Exclusive Penguin Smooth, and I guess it's ULTEM, Ultim, I guess is how you say that. I'm not positive, but anyway, it's a push button lock. We'll go over that one day in our videos. Right now, we'll just look and see what all we got. He sent me a lot of stuff. I mean, I was really surprised. I was expecting this, but he went overboard and sent me a lot of good stuff. He sent me a Cubist, it's QVIST Vanish knife. So pretty cool, and a slip with it. That was pretty cool. Let's see what else is in the box. There's a lot of stuff in here, I'll go ahead and tell you. He sent me some stickers, as you can see. There's his Lefty EDC. I don't know if you can see that or not, but y'all need to check him out. He's a cool guy, really nice, very generous guy too. We talked a little bit, I messaged him and told him thank you, and, told him how much I appreciated all these knives. And he said, hey, these are yours, do what you want. You can do a review on them later if you want. He also owns a brand of knives called Devo that he has made. It's like a custom OEM. And this one is the MASH V2.5. It's a titanium knife, titanium handle and everything. That'll be on a video coming up for long too. Alrighty, here's the letter he sent me. I'll save that over here. I keep all those. This one is a Ventiso. Let's see what it says here. It's the 3.26 inch. So don't tell a lot of description on this, but I'm sure it's a cool knife. All the other ones he sent me have been jammed up. So we will look into that later too. We're just going to do a little count of what all he sent. And we sent 2 Kershaws. He sent a Kershaw layup, which is an axis lock, or I'm not sure what Kershaw calls it. I know they all call it a different thing, but it's the axis lock. It's assisted opening. And he also sent a G10 Heist, which I think this one has SV35 steel, 35V. Anyway, he sent a lot of cool knives, so I just wanted to give him kind of a shout out, let him know that I really appreciate it. Again, you need to go visit him if you haven't. He does a lot of tactical knives, sent me a lot of stickers. But he does a lot of tactical knives. A lot of good flippers. This is his knife company, Devo Knives. Check it out, it's pretty neat. I've noticed that he'll do I guess a run of maybe 500 knives, and then they'll sell out like immediately, which is really neat. And he actually sent me one of his own knives, so that was really, really cool. So that's something he designed. He has a friend I think he does it with. Again, here's his sticker right here, Lefty EDC. So y'all check them out. Oh, he sent me 2 of them. I was wondering why it was so thick. I was thinking this is some great stock here. But anyway, again, I appreciate the gifts, Lefty, and Kevin's his name. And I will go ahead and do a video now, and we'll go over here and take a look at this Rosecraft. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm about to turn this a little bit. It looks like I had one of the legs for the tripod in there. All right, so this is the knife that I got. There are one from Lefty EDC. It's a Rosecraft. I don't have any Rosecraft. You know, I'm more of a, well, I mean, I usually buy mainly USA knives, but I've heard so much about these, and there's a market that I knew nothing about. And I learned a lot about it by watching Lefty EDC videos. It's like a high-end, you know, China-made knives, but they're like great steel. I mean, one of the ones he sent me has SV90 or 90 SV steel. I mean, it's just some really, really neat stuff. And I'm gonna do videos on those and talk about them. And but anyway, let's look at this one. It's a slip joint, so it's kind of in my wheelhouse. All right. I'd unwrapped it earlier and looked at it, but I'm not a good wrapper when it comes to all that. So we're gonna move all that to the side. So this one is the blue, it's a resin here. It's called Blue Wood. It's a kayak. I think it's called the Oconee. Let's see if we can look at that. I'm so blind. Let's see if I can even read that. Oconee River Kayak, Blue Wood. So, that light is bright, so I'm gonna turn it like this. So if you're looking at it, it has a really cool handle here. It's got a blue resin. I think this is burl wood is what they call it. But it's got a good lanyard hole. Look at that fit and finish. I'm telling you, these US knives are just not doing it as far as the fit and finish like this. I've seen a lot of videos, people getting stuff have gaps in it. And I mean, they just have an excellent, I mean, there's no gaps in there. That's just as clean as can be. Feels great. This right here, they call a rosebud shield. It's stainless steel. I'll clean it off a little bit. Had some little grease on it. But I love how that resin, if you look at it, it just kind of has like some swirls in it. You know, I guess it's kind of, they make a red one also. He reviewed 2 of them, a red one and a blue one. The blue one was the giveaway one. But it's got a lanyard hole here, brass lanyard hole. I believe these are stainless steel bolsters. Gonna zoom out just a bit. So they are known for their snap. So that half stop was very snappy. As you can hear, it clicks well. Now this is a unique blade shape. It's got like a swedge going down, but it's also like, reminds me of a reverse tanto, I think is what they call it. A lot of people call it that. And it's made like a canoe style in a way. It's not a big knife. It's maybe, probably about, maybe 4 inches, maybe a little less than 4 inches, I'm sure. But it's stamped here. Stamped, not laser engraved. You can feel it, and it's pretty deep. Rosecraft on this side. On this side, wow, look at them fingerprints I put on that. It is a D2 steel. The model number on this one is RCT009BW, which I think is burl wood, but I'm not positive. Now that, I don't know if you can see this little logo there. It has a skull and like an A and of bones. I believe his name is Andy Armstrong. I'd have to look it up to be sure, but I'm pretty positive that's his name. He's the designer of the knife. But it's a good feeling knife. It's got a little spot here you can wrap your finger. It's got a lot of surface here where you're doing your cutting. I mean, you could really, if you were cutting into something or putting detail, it's really nice. And I have never owned one of these, so it was really neat to get one. I believe they're about $60 if you order them off Rosecraft's site. And they have other styles. I mean, they do a lot of traditional slip joints. I've heard rumors that they're going to be moving back to Tennessee. It's out of Tennessee, the company, but they're made in China. But they're very, very well made. They are really into quality, and they make sure that they're made the best possible. Let's hear that snap again. Here's the bolster. It has a little groove there on this side. And again, let's look at this fit and finish. I mean, you can't even, it's like perfectly flush there. Really, really nice. It's almost too pretty to carry, but I may throw it in my pocket for a while. Excellent snap, like I was telling y'all. I love how that wood looks. And that blue looks really neat. Now, I've noticed that when I'm pulling it up in the camera, I can see more of the swirl in there. When you're just looking at it in your hand, it's not as pronounced to me, but that light is picking it up, and it's just a cool knife. I'm telling you guys, I was really overwhelmed when I got the package. I was expecting this one, but when I found out I had 3 pounds of knives coming, I was like, wow, this guy is really going above and beyond. And I can't wait to show you his knife, the one that's made by Devo. It's really a neat knife. I mean, the handle's titanium. Anyway, I'll tell you about that when we do that video, and it will be coming up. But this is really, really neat. So this is a Rosecraft. You can go to their website. A lot of people buy their seconds, and it might just be a little tiny something, like a little ding here, or maybe for some reason it didn't pass their quality control. But I mean, for $60 with this kind of quality, I mean, I don't know how much they knock off for seconds, but I'm guessing it's not a whole lot. So I probably would just go ahead and buy it first. I would just skip the old second market. Now, a lot of guys know that I buy knives all over the place. People call me, they'll have collections for sale. I get them at flea markets and stuff. I can honestly say that I've never seen a Rosecraft at any of these places. I don't know if it's because they're just a new company and there's not enough of them out there, or if maybe people love them so much they just say, hey, I'm keeping this knife. It's going to stay in my collection. But it's really nice. It's got 3 pins here on the resin side and 1 right here. So I'm guessing this is probably glued on, but I mean, this finish is great. That's a cool knife. I don't care what anyone says. I know a lot of people bag on the China-made knives, but I'm telling you, their quality is something else, or at least on these. I mean, I know there's a lot of, poorly made ones, but you're not going to get one from Rosecraft or some of the higher end Chinese knives like QSP, etc. But anyway, thought I would share this with y'all. Again, I want to say thanks to Lefty. He gave me my first Rosecraft, so I got a good story with that now. Now, whenever I look at this knife, I'll know that I want it on a video. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great night. We're going to look at some more knives in the following days, so y'all just keep on coming back every day. Talk to you soon.